guys, how you doing? This is Anthony Gray of Grayscale. I am going to do something quite odd today. This is a very unusual mix of colors. I'm going to use metallic colors for this project, and it's going to be a little poppy of some sort right here. But what looks like little tendrils coming out. It's just going to be little vines, leaves, and that's about it. I've already got a really crazy background, so I really need something to make it stand out from all this craziness back here. This is the last sheet of abstract background that I have. It's been lingering around for a couple months. I just decided to get rid of it. And this is just my way of doing it. So what I'm going to do actually is put the smaller leaves in first and then work on this fellow last instead of putting him in there. Okay, so as I'm looking at it, I think I'll start with the basic kind of colors for the three long leaves that's just draping over, almost look like fingers. Okay, and I'll use the basic colors for those guys. First off, of course, I'm using my shampoo and water mix. Okay, the reason why I use it is just to keep the paint flowing pretty good and slick. And I'm just going to put it right now just over the area that I intend to put the three leaves. Now I did use chalk. Alright. Just to outline where the leaves are going to be. That's all I did. Alright. Now while that's there, I'll pick a 3/4 inch brush, and I think I'll keep them somewhat the traditional color. And I'm going to use almost a one-stroke method, I suppose, for these guys. Just a light green and yellow. I'm just going back and forth. I don't really have to put any medium on the brush, considering that it's already on here. Alright, and so I'll just slowly just bring let's do the one that's going to go across the page the longest. And I'll start from around here, come out, spread it out, and just taper it off, just like that. Like I said, I just want something a little bright. Okay, I'm going to wipe again, get a nice blend between the two colors, and let's do one. Oh, the yellow's on top, so I'll do a smaller one here and just drape it down, coming on around like that. I'll do one more. Just wiping again, just yellow, bright yellow and bright green. I'll do maybe one coming up around, put it in front of that guy. Have it trace around like that. That's basically all I want just for those guys. Okay, no more, no less. Just something like that. Let it dry, let it do its own thing. Okay, I'm gonna rinse off the brush real quick. As I'm looking at it, I think I'm gonna add the vines in here. The vines, I think I'm going to want to be a mix of metallic gold. Okay, so I will take my script liner, I'm going to wet it, I'm going to go into the metallic gold here. Just metallic gold craft paint. I'm going to make, I'm spinning the brush around as I do it. I'm just going to make the vein first. Okay, I don't have to really add any medium to it. It's just the vein of this leaf, or the leaves. as I'm doing this, I'm just spinning it around. The reason why I'm using the metallic colors, obviously the light's going to catch it. Okay. That's pretty much why I'm doing it. Got to put it on a little thick. Metallic colors kind of different than your normal color of paints. I just have it going in. Like I said, the light catches it, so you might not even see it on the camera. Just glance. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing over here on the bottom. Now I got chalk pencil, so if I'm not totally covering the chalk line, that's okay, because it can be wiped away. I can put it on a little thick. Doesn't matter, it's just the vein of the leaf, of the little vines. It'll be covered with gold anyway. Okay, that's basically what I want, because I want the leaves, little vines, to be different colors or whatnot. Okay, I don't have to put any glaze or anything on any of this. Like I say, it's metallic. When you look at it, depending on where the light source is, it's going to catch the sparkle and all of that good stuff. Alright, I'm just looking at it here to see if I want to add anything else. It'll probably be a little bit later. But I'll add these. You have to do them in a kind of an order. What you usually put on first is going to be covered up by what you put on second. Alright, so you just got to think in that vein there. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's work on some of these wiggle leaves that I'm so fond of. Just going to choose a type of brush that kind of won't be too large to do these type of leaves. Alright, now I want to use gold, so I am putting my brush a lot into the gold metallic mix. I don't want a totally gold leaf, so I have to splatter it with just a touch of black in there, just a little marbled black. Okay, and I'm just going to, like you see me do a bunch of other times, let's see if I can zoom this in and show you this group here. And I'll move the camera upward. Let's slide it right here for a second. I want to get it to where you guys can, whoops, you guys can see it. This camera's about, maybe 6.5 feet in the air right now. Okay. Okay, you guys should be able to see this pretty good. When you do leaves like this, you know, most you're going to start off pretty slow, and that's okay. But see, they're going to start out like that. Okay? And just go on the other side. And just give it a little peek. Okay? You can overlap them, like so. You don't want little tin soldier leaves. Alright? I'm just dipping into some more color, more gold and black. Okay? Don't be shy of the paint. I'm going to turn the brush over. If it comes off the page, that's fine. Get a little more gold. I got plenty of black on there. And this is all I'm going to do. You want some a little brighter than others. And just vary the color if you chose to do something like this. And there's kind of, like I say, a little formula to do these things. Make sure when you do leaves like this, let's turn one this way, that you wiggle, come back up, and give it a little peek up there. Alright? Let's go a little further down here. I'm just keep at it. A little gold. Just tap it around a little black here and there. I'm just tapping the corner in black. Okay. As it dries and it sets, like I say, let's overlap one. Don't be scared to overlap your leaves. The reason why I do some things like this is just for this little change. Okay, that's all. No more, no less. Just tapping in more into the marbling the gold and the black. Some people might like it, some people might not. But I wanted to do it. Just to get rid of this paper. Alright, can you guys still see it yet? Wiggle, come to a point, give it a little push. Okay, like I said, you might want some straight gold. You might want some, just give it a little push that way. And you can see I'm not totally on the vine itself. That's okay. Put another one here. Let's do the leaf. Give it a little more gold here. Tip of the leaf right here. There you go. Come back up straight. Give it a little point. Let's put one angle in that way. Put the other one right beside it. Overlap. Going in that direction. So look like that over there. Okay. Now I'm going to take it. Let's take the camera downward. You got these two here. Now obviously I'm going to have to vary the colors. Okay. And that's no problem. I'll have one batch of leaves a little darker than the other. So I'm going to go with the darker batch. It'll be more black. So I'm going to do those first. And let's maybe put these down here. Can you? No, you guys can't. Yes, you can. Okay, I'm just checking it out. Gotta put a little peak to that guy. Wiggle, little peak. Okay, let's go up here. These I want a little darker, so it's fine. Get a little more of the black and gold mix. Just strengthen that one there. And do it again. Maybe overlap one, have it come right off the page. Turn the brush over. And just put one right in here. Don't be shy about overlapping your leaves. Because remember, the previous ones, the preceding ones are going to be over the dark ones. Okay? I just put one nice one right up in here. And I want to overlap one of these guys going in another direction. Have one come in. Let's have this one go right over that leaf. Just dipping into more dark. Yep, you guys can still see it. Let's bring it around here. I'm trying not to get that little toy soldier look, so I'm going to have to stagger a couple of these. And we're going to continue to go down. Like that. If you make some that aren't picture perfect, that's fine, because your lighter ones are going to go over it anyway. We're going downward. Let's have this one go in this direction. Turn the brush over. I want to have one overlap go that way. Some people might find it comfortable to do these seated. I prefer to stand myself. It's just almost just out of habit from my oil painting days. And give it a little peek there. Just tap in the corner in black, the other corner in the gold, and we'll have a couple lingering around here. Maybe one more here. Let's stagger a darker one here in that direction. Maybe one coming off in that direction. I kind of don't want it too perfect, so to speak. I have one mostly black. Here, I'm doing this one over again. something like that. Okay. Alright. Actually, this one here is dry and the light is catching it up the top. You don't see that. This one here is a mixture of the black and the gold. Okay. I'm going to rinse off my brush. Now just to add for a touch of, reaching over you here, just for a touch of variation, I'm going to use just a tiny bit of this mixing white with that gold. Put more gold on the brush and only the corner of white. Okay, more gold. And we're going to start. Actually, let me just, no, I'll do that later. I'm going to go with the other, the brighter variety. Now, I have to go back here. I got to be mindful you guys are, there. I got to be mindful of the camera and turn it. Okay. Go here, like so. A little wiggle. Overlap the black. We're going to put these in front of the black. I'm just tapping in. Make sure you, let's turn this one inward. And let's turn this one the other way. I'm going to turn this one extremely to the right. Keep going. Tap in some more color, some more gold. Got white on the brush, so I really don't have to, there. If I have to draw the center vine again, that's no problem either. A little more gold. The texture that's also leaving behind adds interest. I just had one pointed upper right, one more here. And I'm going to touch the corner of the white, the other half of the gold. Let's give it a nice little here, just for that one. Okay. You guys might not have seen that, but that's the one up here. So let me zoom it out a little bit. Alright, so it looks a little something like that. Now I'm going to take some of this gold. I got white on the brush still. And I'm going to use the corner. And I'm going to put the vine back in. One that's in front of the black. And just come right back in with it. Like so. Okay. I can make this vine a little bit darker. So I'm just going to dip into the dark, to the black. And for a darker vine. Like that. Alright. I'm going to clean the brush just a little bit. I'm going to use, stroke the bottom half in gold, go to the white, stroke the other half. Okay, so I got half gold, half white. I'm going to go, let's go up on top here. You should be able to see the majority of it. Alright. As you see, the light's actually catching it, but I want even a little extra highlight. So I'm going to go up here. Not all of it. Staggering it a little bit. Just a little highlight. And I'm going to loop around, go on the other side. Bring it right in there like that. So not only is it catching the reflective paint, it's going to catch that white highlight. If I want to do a little something like that on the bottom leaf, I guess I'll show you. On the brighter batch of leaves, I can do that. It's just to separate Okay. Only a little bit. Usually where they cross. Something like that. That's all you need. Alright, so let's bring this out a little bit. And let's bring that back. And bring it out a little bit more. Alright, so there you have it. Like I said, you really won't see it until you're either up on it or the light catches it a certain way. Okay, so while this is drying, and most of this is already dry, okay, I'll start with the larger leaves. Okay, where's my trusty towel? There we are. Alright. I'm going to want a couple of, now this guy's going to be silver. I'll have some darker leaves jutting out in little areas, okay? So, with that said, excuse me, I think I'm going to, let me show you. I think I'll have probably a leaf coming out that way, one coming in that direction maybe, and probably have I want to have one almost coming in front of that guy, but that means I have to get rid of this line. I don't want this then. I want it coming. Let's curve it that way. Okay. Gotta kind of split it, have him going in different directions. I can wipe that one away, but let's concentrate on these three. Okay. I'm gonna get I'll stick with the 3/4 inch brush. I like this one. Alright. Now, since this leaf, or this flower is gonna just like pop right out, I can bring this in a little bit so I can show you can really see how I do the leaves here. I really enjoy doing the leaves in the fashion I'm going to show you. It's pretty cool. Once I learned it, it was really neat. Alright. I don't really want to have the leaves silver, but I am going to get some of this little bit of black and a lot of this green. Mix this green, darken the green a little bit. Weird grayish color. And then I'm going to put the highlights on top of that. That's all. I'm going to get a little bit of the lotion mix, put it in there. It just helps the paint flow along. Okay, I'm using tube paint. Little craft tube acrylic. Alright. Not really a brand that I would use on a normal basis, but I'll use it for today. It's get rid of some of this paint. Start off thick and have it go thin. Okay, now if you can see, even though the color, you can see it stand out, but it still matches that background, which is why I'm going to highlight it pretty good. Alright, and then as far as the shape of the leaves, it's really up to you. If you want to put a curve to them or you want to go straight in, but be mindful to always aim your leaves toward where the center would be. Okay. Now, as you do the leaves, one there. If you get some of the background leaves in there, that's okay. Okay. A little transparency will not hurt, it will actually help. Alright. I'm just getting a little more of the lotion mix, mixing it in with black and the green. It almost gives me a deep olive green color. I'm going to do the same thing up here. This time I'm on the lefty side, work in reverse. I'm going to go thin and thicken it a little bit, like so. Okay. Getting a little more paint. And we're going to do the leaves here. Now it's up to you entirely what leaf you want to overlap. Alright, it's your world. You do what you feel to get it across. Okay. That's basically it for that one. Those two. Alright. I've always got this little post-nasal drip thing going, especially when I talk a lot, and I end up coughing. I'm just getting a little more color, dark green and black. I'm going to do the leaf on the bottom, so I might as well show you that. I don't want to talk, do the leaf, and you guys won't see it. That makes no sense. Okay, there we are. Right here. And we're going to do it again. Thin. Remember, I'm a lefty, so I got to go the opposite direction. It's just easier for me. And thick. Okay, as you see, it's going right over the leaf, which is fine. And we're going to, once again, and we're going to do it again here. Give me some more color. This paint is a little thicker because I didn't put any any lotion in it. As it's drying, you can also see the preceding leaf coming through the other one. You should be able to see that. All right, that's kind of the look you kind of want. All right, that you're looking for. All right, I'm gonna clean this brush a wee bit. Wipe it off. As I'm talking to you, the original brush I used to put the lotion down in has been in this bucket. You don't want to keep your brushes in there too long like that. Also got a beater right down in the bottom, a large pail. Just dry it off and I'm going to set it right here. I'm going to use it in a little while. Let's get into the highlight. Since I'm already down here on the lower one, let's highlight that lower. Let's highlight that lower petal. Now, as far as highlights are concerned, you can highlight it any type of way you want to. Okay, I'm going to use yellow and just a slight touch of the mixing white just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, and the slightest dab of the shampoo. It just loosens up the paint. Let it flow a little bit off your brush. Okay, and I'm going to follow the same type of direction, but the strokes are not going to end straight at as the center. This is the secondary color. Give a push, you let it go. Slight push, let it go. Push, let it go. Push, let it go, like so. Alright. It's up to you if you want to soften those edges or whatever. It's entirely up to you. Let's brighten that vein. These two up here, I'm going to do it. I know the camera's not on it, but I'm just going to highlight the veins on these guys up here just a little bit. Alright, that's that one. Let's highlight the other two up there. These two guys. Okay. Now, the light source is obviously coming from the upper right. So we're going to highlight on the upper right side. Now, whatever plant or whatever flower you want to be overlapped, you're going to do that one first. Follow me? So, it will be this one's going to be overlapped. That's going to be the overlapped one. Okay, I'm going to brighten up this yellow-white mix. Get a little bit of the lotion, shampoo. I have a bad habit of keep calling it lotion. It's not lotion. Shampoo's water-based. Lotion has a little oil in it. You don't want that. You just make a mess, especially messing with the acrylic. I want to highlight the other leaf, so it's going to go right in here. Turning it around, just like so. Alright, as it dries, like I say, the color will evaporate, and you'll see the the strokes from the preceding leaf, and it will show through. Okay, it's a nice little effect. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's darken the other half of that leaf. Just washing off the other the other color. I want to use a little black and some of the green. This makes a brighter gray color. I'm going to use just a tiny sliver of white just to brighten up. It's still a dull version of the color. It's a little bit of the shampoo. Alright. And we're going to start with the leaf on the other side here. And stroke and go on inward. Like so. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side with this guy. Now I might want it a little darker than that, so I'm going to get a little bit, touch more black, a little green, a little more green in there, and do the same thing. Get a little more lotion just to let it flow a little more. And I'm going to highlight my redo the petals again. Now, if it doesn't show to your satisfaction, well, I know it doesn't show well on the camera, I'm going to use some green, just pure green. It'll mix in with the dark color that's in there. I just want to highlight just a little bit better. And I'm going to just do the same thing here. Like so. And I'm going to go on the bottom with the same kind of dark half mix. Before I do that, let me show you. Bring it down. Come inside a little bit more. So, pretty much like so. Okay. So let's draw this back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. And whoops, and there they are. Up there. Okay. You can add all sorts of variances of colors. You can shade it from the opposite way. Okay, all up to you, how you want to do it. Okay, but this is mainly just the leaves just behind this this flower. All right. Now I already have an idea already. So this is relatively a very simple painting. It's not going to take too long. Okay, but I do want to add a couple of rosebuds coming out of here. Alright. Now, that means I'm going to have to dip in to my red. I'm trying to find some red handy here real quick. I really don't want to do what you guys don't see my head, so that's cool. Alright, let's see. I'm just dipping into getting a little bit of red. Using student grade acrylics for this little project here. Now, I was shown how to do this by the Jenkins, how to make a quick, like a little mini rosebud, little baby buds, and I thought it was just fascinating. I loved it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush. I think I'll show you this. Okay, I really don't show these too much. I think I'll show you this one. And we'll paint it. Okay. Right there. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yes, this is my messy palette. Okay. as you can see, here's that red. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush. Alright. What are you? It's a number 10 round. It's a round brush. I'm going to coat this whole thing in red. I did dip the brush in my little lotion medium. But I'm dipping this whole thing in red. Surround it all in red. Okay. As I'm doing this, I'm now going to take green. Well, you should be able to see it. Let's see. Right in here. See this green? I'm going to dip that tip in green so the brush will look like that. Alright, so let's go back up. Let's go right back to the board. Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it actually right around here. I gotta see. Let me draw this back a little bit so you guys can see this. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, it's a circle. Okay, right there. Probably overlap it around that. Around there. This is perfect. Okay. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this. Let's go up and over this leaf. Up and over. And I'm going to stop and press down and then release it. And of course you didn't see the whole thing there. That's alright, I'll do another one. But do you see what I just did? In case you didn't, and I don't think you did, I will do it all over again, there's no problem. I'm going to get into the red, get some green, cover the whole thing, so it looks like that. Okay, you see that? We're going to do it again. I'm going to, once again, let's loop it right off of this vine here. Come around. Come on, touch. There you go. Come around. And press down like so. That is just the coolest thing to me. Okay. And I might have another one. Let's have one flopping around toward the back of the poppy here. Right around here. Almost by the edge. Alright, I'll do it one more time. Surround it in red. Get some green. Around the tip. Let's have one drape around. Can you see it up there? No, you cannot. Let's put it higher. You can't see where I'm going to start. There. Alright. We're going to go up and over. And we're going to stop it short right here. Just like that. Okay. Now, if I bring this painting, there. Let's bring this back a little bit so I can show you something. Now, as you can see, if you look at the total painting, alright, I got the 3 in there. It's an odd number. I got 3 leaves here. Odd number. Got 3 here. Odd number. Keep them in 3s, 5s, stuff like that. It's easier on the eyes. Matter of fact, I have 2 of the vines here and 1 long one up here. All adds within the balance. Even though you don't, you won't knowingly notice, but subconsciously, your brain knows. Okay. Right now, just cleaning my liner brush pretty good. Just getting the red out of it. And get my little trusty towel, wiping it off. And Don't think I'll be using this too much, but we'll see. I'll just set it down. What we're going to do now is work on this fella. Okay, now I'm going to do a different take on how to do this guy because the colors are different. Alright, I'm going to actually use black for the foundation color on this thing because of the silver metallic. It's very shiny. Okay, so I will totally block this thing in. And do yourself a favor, don't make it a perfect circle. Don't do that. Make it kind of choppy, because these, even though they might be circular in total, the way your mind's eye look at it, but it's not. Excuse me, it's not a perfect circle. Okay, and be mindful that these, what I'm putting in here, the outside edge, is the furthest your petals are going to go. Everything else, all your main other petals are going to be, let's put a little peak right down there, like that, on the inside. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit. Okay, there, that's it. That's all I need. Okay. Now as I'm doing that and I'm letting that dry, I'm going to rinse my brush off. This was a 1-inch flat. This is kind of my workhorse. I use this for just about everything. Comes down to blocking in stuff and all that good horse stuff. Alright. As I'm doing this, and I'm looking, I have to let this totally dry because I'll sketch out how to do the petals. Okay. So as I'm looking at this, and most of the painting obviously is happening over here on this side. I really don't want nothing to distract some of this pattern up in there. Okay. So I guess I'll play around a little bit while that dries. So I'm taking my script liner. I'll play around with a couple of these leaves out here. I'm just using yellow. I'm going to dip right into my shampoo here because I want to break up some of this yellow. I'm dipping again. I want a kind of an inky consistency, so instead of using water, I'll just use a shampoo. Okay. And maybe just a slight touch of the mixing white just to brighten it up a little bit. Because I'm just fooling around here while this is getting done. And I guess I'll play around and add, add a few veins in here. Something like that. And maybe add a brighter vein in here. Don't think it's going to take away from that main central flower. It's not. Like I said, that silver is going to be very metallic. The light's going to catch it. Okay. So don't worry about that. But all I'm going to do is just adding little doodads here and there. And this yellow is going to soften up, and it won't be so shiny. Okay, I'm gonna have to increase the volume because my voice is kind of low. Adding a little bit in here. Basically, like I said, I'm just playing around, waiting for this to totally dry. So, adding a little bits and pieces here and there. Okay, and if I want to highlight some of these guys over here, see, just thicken some, make it thin in other spots. It's just me playing around. Have some of that trail, maybe even highlight. Can you still? Yeah, you can see it. I'm just gonna highlight the veins, a little bit of the buds. Coming around, playing around, going outside of the green area here. Just like that. Just here and there. Helps bring them out a little bit. Alright. That's basically all I wanted to do. So, this is almost there. As I'm chatting with you and playing around, the paint is starting to dry up. Now, as it's drying, and I'm looking at it, I'm going to take the white pencil and I'm going to sketch out. This is going to be main focal point till probably the rest of this video. Just zoom it in a little bit like that. Okay? And just center that. We're going to mainly pay attention to all of that right there. When you first start out with your florals, okay? It will be confusing. It's just the placement of the petals. Where are they going to go? How am I going to do it? Blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. And that's going to happen with everybody. Okay. First thing, that they're all going to be formed in a circular way. Alright. Where's your center going to be? Well, that's your center. Right where you see that X. Everything will meet toward that X. Got me? So, we're going to start with the bowl. The bowl of your flower will be, let's do this. I'll make a check. There. It's an open-ended ellipse. Okay. The outside edges of petals that are facing you, curving inward, like this, will be around here. You can have one on the left, or it'd be your, from this camera, it'd be your left. Okay. The center, and then the right. Okay. This camera flips everything over, so it'll be left, center, right for you guys. Now, when you start with it, if you want to start this way, actually, let me do it this way. This is not the edge. Let's start with that edge first. The edge, well, this is still wet. I'm going to have to start on the other side. No, let me start here. I'm going to start for the center, right here. Let's start with like a little heart shape. It gets wide here, and it's going to come in. Wide, and it's going to come in, right around there. Okay, you got one in the center. Oh, right about here. Okay, and he's going to come like, pretty much like that. But then you have the other one. The other one's going to come around like that. Almost like a line in like that. So you got the right, the center, the left. Okay. Now these outside guys, vanishing point is going to be here. Vanishing point is going to be here. And this guy here, okay, his vanishing point is going to be right where that tip is, right there. Alright? So those are the three for the outside. Alright? Now you're going to have another one. Let's just say this guy here. He's going to come around, curve, and come right behind it. Like that. He's going to come right behind this guy. Alright? But you also have these guys, but these guys are going to meet toward that center. Don't worry about that. You got one, like right here. You got this guy coming around here. This fella coming down. So they're going to go in that direction. Okay. He's going to swing around like that while this one's going toward the point here. Okay, everybody has a vantage point. Okay. These guys, all around here, all frilly looking, we're going to have them going in that direction. This guy here in that direction also, right towards this point, this circle. Then you got these guys here going in that direction. Alright. And then you got the outside here, this fellow here. They're all going to meet in that direction. Now, as you can see with all these lines going all over the place, looking kind of crazy. But it won't. It will make sense after a while. As I'm waiting for this to, well, it's almost fully dry except for that one spot. You're not going to believe what I'm going to do. This is going to take most of that out of there. But I am going to take my lotion, or shampoo rather, in water mix. Sorry. And I'm going to coat that guy. All of it. It may dry by the time I reach some of them, but it's okay. And we're going to coat. Boom. And we're going to do it again. Boom. And we're going to do it again. Boom. There. That's all I need of that. Okay. That is it. We're going to take the 3/4 inch brush. Okay. And we're going to start doing our strokes. The first stroke I'm going to do all silver. Okay. I'm not going to put any medium on it because I got the medium on the flower itself. But the first one I'm going to do with this guy here. Alright. And so I will press and go down. Overlap. Overlap. Just like that. That's all I need. Won't have to touch it. Alright. Now I got to do this one up top here. Because he's going to be covered. Yes, you do hear my dog. Nothing I can do about it. He's going to be covered by the other two preceding petals next to it. Especially this one here that's going to overlap. So, with that said, go right here. Swing down, disappear. Go on the other side. Swing down, disappear. Gently lift. Gently lift. Follow the horizon, the vanishing point, and that's it for that guy. Just as you see it. No more, no less. Leave it be. Alright. We're going to now do the petal coming from I hear the talking outside the door. Alright, we're gonna come from, I gotta cover up this fellow first. So we're gonna start from here. I'll show you, and we're gonna come right on around like that. Okay, let's put the horizon point right there. Okay, and here we go. We're gonna come around like so. Straighten it out. We're gonna go the other direction. Other direction, other direction, and other direction, like so. I'm gonna smooth out there, like so. Just like that. So it's going to cup. As you see, it just cups around. Alright. As that dries, I'll show you about the highlight deal. But you got to let it dry first. Alright. The metallic stuff takes a little while to dry. The properties in it and all that good stuff. Alright. Let's do this fella. Because the preceding one that's going to cover up this middle is going to be overlap this one. So we have to play around like that. Overlap. Or overlap, and one more, just like that. Leave it be. That's all you need. As it dries, you'll see the preceding petals. Okay. From the previous leaves. All right. Let's work on these guys in the back there. Just tapping a little more of the silver. Remember, it's metallic. Alright, so the light's going to catch all of this. We're going to go a little bit past the black. And remember that everything's coming toward that line, that little circle right in there. Alright. And we're going to do a little touch. Touch. No, I want that one going in like that. I like the way that looks. We're going to do another one. Right outside here. Do the same thing. Press and release. Coming, and we're going to end it right up in there. Like that. You almost can make a little game out of it. Okay. And we're going to do another one. Right behind it. Right there. Coming right in. Right in. Right in. We're going to do another one. Right here. Come right straight in. Some come in a little further than others. Always overlap. Okay. Just like that. Okay, I think this one here is dry enough. We can do that other petal. We're going to cup it. It's going to come. Let's do the outside edge. Another little heart-shaped deal. Come around and come around like that. Alright, the vanishing point will be down here. And we're going to start right about now. We're going to come and curve in. Curve in, straight out. We're going the other side. Start to bow in, curve, and curve. It's going to be right in there, like that. So that's the cup. It's cupped here, and there's the center one. Alright. Now, we'll do the highlights in a few seconds. You got these guys here. Let's overlap a little bit and bring it inside. Let's put the other one a little larger. Overlap. Just let it disappear. Just like so. Alright. The majority of this thing is already finished. Okay. I'm just wiping off the metallic stuff. Now we're going to highlight that. We're going to do a metallic and white mix. It's going to give you a kind of weird, freaky, grayish color. Alright. And now, with this mix, all you need to do is highlight the certain areas of the petals itself. You don't have to highlight the whole thing. Alright. So what I'm going to do is right where you see the two colors kind of mix in with the other, I'll just give it a slight push. Slight push. Like that. Just want to highlight certain areas of the plant itself. Okay. I'm just playing around, getting some more of the silver and the white. Let's give it a push up right here. Slight push. Overlap if you must. I would prefer you do. Just like that. Now I'm going to, on certain petals, I will give it a little dab there of color. Something like that. Only on certain petals. Do a little push here. Okay. Maybe some on the side. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to do all of them. This is actually the fun part for me, really. I like the effect it makes. And maybe I give it a little stroke here. Okay. And this little guy up here, I will take the tip of my brush just give it a few touches, right? And stagger some of the color in. Something like that for that guy. Okay, because it's pretty silver. It's light's gonna catch it. All that crazy stuff. Alright. I'm going to give a light little highlight on some of the edges coming down. Maybe one around here a little bit. This is just pure white. Only on certain parts. Just like that. Just highlight certain areas. But keep it within the flow of your plant, your flower. Almost there, guys. Almost done. Okay. There, my towel I was looking for. Now, in the center here, I'm going to take a different brush and I'm going to put some nice little mini flowers there. Little micro stamens, I guess you can call them. I'm going to use, let me see, I would like to use some of that gold, but it looks like I ran out of a little bit of that. It all dried up, which is no problem. I'll just use it just a touch. There. So I'm going to use a little bit of white and some of this gold. More gold than white, but I wanted to brighten it up a little bit. And I'm just going to gently touch around a little circular mound of color. You don't want to really block in all the black. You don't want to do that. Okay? Something like that. Just in the center. Add a little interest. Alright? I'm going to clean this off. That's all I want. Just those little bits right there. Okay? And I'm almost up to call this painting finished. Just cleaning off my brushes. Sorry for the noise. Down to almost the final wire here. I want to use a little bit of this black. And we'll put some of these little twirly, well, a little thicker than that. It's got to be seen, right? Some of these little twirly guys crossing around in here. Something like that. And I'll rinse that off a little bit. Where's that gold? Right there. I'm using a little bit of this gold. And put some little gold tips right on the end of some of these guys here. Just on the tip. It will catch. The light will catch it. It's the good thing about metallic paint. Put a little gold highlight on a couple of them, not too many. Just here and there. That's about it. Like that. And I guess I'll sign my name in this metallic stuff. I only used a drop, so that drop disappeared. Just need a drop for my name. And I would like to thank you for looking at this very, well, as far as my videos are concerned, these are quick. I would like to thank you for checking it out. Hope I was able to show you something that can help you. Leave a comment down below. Love to hear from you. Good, bad, or indifferent. Okay. Usually in glow paint, like I said, the light will hit a certain way, and you'll see this stuff. Okay. Good enough. There we go. Signature, the date, all of that. Leave comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope, like I said, this helps you out. And well, just let me know. All right. Can't wait to hear your comments. I'll probably work on a different series of paintings next time. Okay. And plus, when this is finished, when you guys see it online, I'll just blacken the border and then, call it a day. Once again, thank you very much. My name is Anthony Grace, Grayscale, and happy painting, and see you again soon. Bye-bye.